welcome back to my channel. As always, my name is Joy, and in today's video I am going to be talking about frustrated expectation. I know we have all been there. You're probably there right now. You have been tithing, you have been praying, you have been fasting, you have been living life God's way, but your expectation is still not met. Your expectation is frustrated. So today in this video, I am going to tell you what you should be doing when your expectation is frustrated, right? I know you know what to do. If you like the video, make sure you share it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that notification button, and as always, welcome. Let's get into it, right? So today's message is coming from the book of John, and it's John 11, verse 1 to about verse 27, right? I'm not going to read the whole 27 verses. I'm going to skip around. I'm going to tell you the story like I always do, right? This is a story about Lazarus, right? We know how he got resurrected. We know how he came from he was dead for 4 days and Jesus called him from the tombs. But I don't want to focus on this story from Lazzie's point of view. I want to focus this story from his sister's point of view, right? So I'm going to get started. A man named Lazarus was sick. He lived in Bethany with his sister, Mary, and Martha. This is the Mary who poured the expensive perfume on the Lord's feet and wiped them with her hair. I want you to note that John is letting us know that there was a relationship between Jesus and Lazarus' sisters, Mary and Martha. Mary was the one who poured, right, expensive perfume on the Lord's feet. And when I researched that perfume was so expensive, it was worth a year's wage, right? So that John is trying to paint this picture for us that Mary and Martha weren't just any regular people. These are people who gave into Jesus' ministry. If you go back into the book of Luke, you'll actually see that Jesus was actually at Martha's house, right? When Martha was preparing some fried chicken in the kitchen and Mary was over there, with googly eyes on Jesus, and Martha came from the kitchen and told Jesus, I need you to tell Mary to come and help me fry this chicken, right? And Jesus was like, Mary, you're troubling yourself with Martha, you're troubling yourself with the preparation of food, but Mary has found the right thing to trouble her, right? Which is serving the Lord, right? But that's not even my message. So there is a relationship here. Now I'm going to continue. Her brother Lazarus was sick. So the two sisters sent a message to Jesus telling him, Lord, your dear friend, the one you love, is very sick. I'm going to pause right there, right? Your dear friend. I don't think there is anywhere else in the Bible I have heard somebody else being referred to as Jesus' dear friend, right? Lazzie and Jesus were aces. They were homeboy. This was Jesus' ace boom coon, right? They rode together. They had a relationship. There was a relationship, right? Lazarus and his family, they were contributing into the ministry of Jesus Christ. And if you research in the Bible, you will come to see that Martha and Mary were great supporters of the ministry of Jesus Christ. So there was expectation. When I sent for you, Jesus, and I have been given to your ministry, and I have been contributing, and I have been doing what you have asked me to do, when I sent for you, I need you to have. I need you to show up ASAP. I need you to roll through, right? I need you to come real quick. I don't need walk. I don't need you to hop on a boat. I don't need you to hop on a donkey. I need you to Uber, right? So we're going to continue with the story. But when Jesus heard about it, when Jesus heard about it, he said, Lazarus' sickness will not end in death. No, it will happen for the glory. It happened for the glory of God, so that the Son of God will receive glory from this. So although Jesus loved Martha, Mary, and Lazarus, he stayed where he was for the next 2 days. Hold on. What you mean? You love me, right? I have been serving you. I have been doing what's right. Jesus, I poured expensive perfume on your feet. I wasted a whole year's wages on your feet. When my brother is sick, your homeboy Lazzy is sick, I'm gonna need you to run through. Come through, Jesus. Number one, what I want you to get from this message: serving God can be frustrating. Just because you turned your life to God, just because you made the decision to turn your life to God, to serve God, to seek God, things are not going to happen on your time. As you can see, Jesus waited an additional 2 days to even start making that trip to his best friend's house, who was sick, right? Sick. He's laying on the bed, puking, right? But Jesus waited an additional 2 days. Number one, serving God is not easy. Serving God will cause you to be frustrated. But it is the only way. It is the only way. Right? Serving God, it's not easy. Because you're going to have expectations. I've been tithing God. I have been given into your ministry. I have been volunteering. I have been waking up at 6 a.m. to pray. I have been fasting, God. And now my child is laying here sick. I need you to show up right now, God. I need you, God, to come. They gave me an eviction notice, God. I need rent money today, or else they're going to kick me and my kids out. God, my marriage is falling apart. I need you here today. I have been praying. I have been tithing, God. I need you to show up today. But he doesn't. He doesn't show up on your time. He shows up on his time. Let's continue reading. Right? Finally, Jesus said to his disciple, let's go back to Judah. Right? But his disciples objected. Rabbi, they said, only a few days ago, the people in Judah were trying to stone you. Are you going there again? Right? So I'm going to skip down to verse 14. So Jesus told them plainly, Lazarus is dead. And for your sake, I'm glad I wasn't there. For now you will really believe. Come, let's go see him. Right? So Jesus is right, like, we're going to have to go to Bethany because my ace, my dog, he's dead. You know, I need to go see about him. You know, they told me a few days ago that he was sick, but I didn't go. Right? But now let's go. Right? When Jesus arrived at Bethany, he was told that Lazzy had already been in the grave for 4 days. I need you to understand why this number is significant, right? Back in the old days, back in that culture's age, right? The prophets were able to bring somebody back to life if they had not been in the tomb or deceased for more than 3 days, right? So I strongly believe that Jesus waited until 4 days, because after that, in that culture, that's it. It's a done deal. stick a fork in that person, it is done. They're done. That's it. There's no coming back to life, right? So let's continue. Whew. When Jesus arrived at Bethany, he was told that Lazarus had already been in the grave for 4 days. Bethany was only a few miles down the road from Jerusalem. A few miles. And it took you several days to get here, Jesus? Okay. And many people had come to console Martha and Mary in their loss. When Martha got the word that Jesus was coming, she went to meet him. Now, if I'm Martha, right, I'm like, what is he coming over here for? My brother is already dead. I sent message for you. I bet Martha was walking up to Jesus with the attitude, like, on sight, I'm about to go tell him about himself. What kind of friend are you? You have the ability to heal my brother, but you're going to show up here when he's dead. I'm sure Martha was probably like, Jesus, I need to talk to you, right? Because you know, when you have been given to somebody, when you have been there for somebody through their rough times, when you have poured into somebody, you have the right to expect. You have the right to expect for them to be there for you, right? So Martha was frustrated. She's like, what are you showing up here now for, right? But I want you to see how Martha responded, right? Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if only you had been here, my brother would not have died. Woo! But this next one, this is where I need you to catch this. But even now, I know that God will give you whatever you ask for. You know what that tells me? Martha still had some faith. So point number 2. I know when we're frustrated, if you're like me, when I get frustrated, when people frustrate me, when God frustrates me, my number 1 reaction is I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to pray anymore. I'm done. That is it. Right? Hope deferred makes the heart sick. I'm like, God, I'm sick. Don't speak to me. We done. I ain't praying. That's it. Right? But the scripture also tells us that the wicked will not inherit anything. That God only comes through for those who continue to call upon his name. Right? So here, point number 2. Bring your frustrated expectations to Jesus. I know you're frustrated. I know you're laying next to somebody who has pretty much told you this is it, it's over, we're done. You've been married to them for several years. They don't even speak to you. I know it seems dead, right? I know it's done. They give you that eviction notice. That promotion that you were expecting, that you knew was yours, it is dead. Your child is still sick. Your finances look dead. Your bank account is laughing at you. But what I want you to say, what I want you to do, is to take your frustrated expectation and take it to Jesus. Take your frustrated expectation and take it to Jesus. Let's continue. Yes, Jesus. So this is what Jesus said to her. Jesus told her, your brother will rise again. Yes, Martha said. He will rise when everybody else's rises at the last day. Martha had hope, right? Martha had hope, but her next words are trying to give Jesus a way out. Like, she she really don't want to expect, because she don't want to be frustrated. Yeah, I know you can do it, God. Yeah, I know you can do it. I know you told me my husband is coming. I know you told me to be patient, right, Lord? Yeah, I know, but, sometime in the future, right? Yeah, on the last day, you're going to make it happen. She is trying to give Jesus a way out. Like, Lord, I know you're able. I know you're able. But, it's okay. You ain't got to do it right now. You're trying to give God a way out. You got to give him your full expectation. Full expectation. This is what Jesus told her. Jesus told her, I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. I am the resurrection and the life. What was Martha looking for? What was Martha's expectation? Martha's expectation was life for her brother. So Jesus told her, I am the resurrection. I am the one who brings the dead things back to life. Martha was expecting life. So Jesus said, I am the resurrection and life. Jesus is saying to you, I am the resurrection and that husband. I am the resurrection and the restorer of your marriage. I am the resurrection and the healer of that disease. I am the resurrection and the giver of that promotion. I am the resurrection and that job. I am the resurrection and the restorer. So what I want you to do, I need you to understand 3 things. I'm going to give you the third one. Number 1, serving God can be frustrating, but it is the only way. Number 2, even when you're frustrated, do not rebel. Take your frustrated expectation straight to Jesus. And number 3, the place of your greatest pain, the place of your greatest frustration will be the birthplace of your greatest miracle. As always, he loves you. I love you. Be blessed.